time we scored, we had to take off.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, wow. They should put me in a bed.
How you doing?
Not bad. How you doing?
Pretty good. Yeah, no, there's Anyway, we've got it. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Hello and welcome to Valley Road for this round 16 matchup in the WSL between Devonport Strikers and Lonnie United. Should be an interesting game today, one that Devonport can move towards the title. Still 4 points away from mathematical certainty, but this game will go a long way to see if they don't have any wobbles along the way and potentially move towards that undefeated season that they've been working towards over the last few months. It's been a tremendous title push from them this season and should be a good game to test that credential today. My name's Alex Mummery. Alongside me, Tanner Code. Tanner, how are you today and what are you looking forward to from this one?
Very well, thank you, Alex. I'm looking forward to seeing how Launceston do approach today. Obviously, they're fighting for their top 4 position, but they've got a lot of depth in their squad, so it's going to be really interesting to see how this all plays out.
Yeah, it's been a bit of an up and down season for Lonnie United. Last season, fairly successful for them, coming second in the league, really pushed South Hobart all the way, and a narrow loss in the cup final as well last season. And this season, they just haven't put it all together. I know that's somewhat to do with injuries and also just a change of coach in the middle there and a bit of an up and down in terms of personnel, but they're a talented side, and I think just with the names that they've got on the paper today that they might be able to push Devonport. We might just run you through the starting lineups quickly as we're just about to get underway up here at Valley Road. So for Devonport, team in the blue and the yellow, home side, we have Sam Hardy in goals today, so a bit of an emergency selection there, although someone who is experienced in goalkeeper for them. Danielle Capel will be manning the wing for Devonport. Georgia King, the captain there, doing the toss at the moment. Melanie Bidwell, centre-back, with Lucy Foote, who's been a revelation in the last few weeks, I have to say. Some absolutely cracking goals from her. Abby White, another revelation from this season for Devonport. Annabelle Wiley, Whitney Knight, probably one of the best players in the state at the moment. Louise McMullen, great utility player, with young greats Sims and Holly Emmett to round up the lineup for Devonport. And for Lonnie United, we'll have Lucy Smith, another young gun of the league, with Izzy de Klerk, Laura Dickinson, fullback position. Danny Gunton is on the team sheet today. Been a bit of an up and down season for her. Normally a star of the league for Lonnie United. Abigail Chugg, Laura Fulton, Katie Hill, veteran centre-back, just taking the toss there with Georgia King. Olivia Smith, Holly Jones, Chelsea Wing, and Melissa Coggins will round up the lineup for Lonnie United. It's a bit of a battle of the north, the two northern powerhouses here in the WSL today, as both teams just the final touches and get pumped up for what should be a bit of a rivalry game here.
90 minutes hard.
Yeah. Pure positivity and joy. 3, 2, 1.
United! Let's go, girls!
Let's get a bit of a glimpse into the huddle there. We got exactly what Katie Hill was saying. 90 minutes, go enjoy it.
Yeah, I think it's a challenge they should be relishing today. Chance to lock the record of Devonport. That's what every team who plays in the next couple of weeks should be after. It's been a very tough process to be able to do that this season. Kingborough a couple of weeks ago came up here. Well, maybe they would eke a draw out as they Warnocky had earlier this season, but no, they got beaten 4-0 with some absolutely banging goals from Devonport. And all to play for today. And we will be underway at Valley Road. Whitney Knight kicking us off. Centre-backs will just try and play it out. He did well ball early for the strikers. Gets away from Annabelle Wiley. And Lonnie United try and trap Devonport in their own half early here.
Pussyfoot was trying to get through there early. Trying to be taken by Wiley. Going directly off our screen there for a second. Now Lucy Smith. Turnover directly to White. Beat away there by Katie Hill.
Contested ball early. This one, a lot of clean possession so far. United will try and build out through the middle here. There's some footwork. It's Olivia Smith. Try and head up the line. Gets cut out early. And Dunton just finds the bottom corner. Almost nonchalantly does it. Keeper didn't move. And that's an early marker for Launceston United, unexpectedly. But we said they've got a strong team on paper today. And getting the marker early for Devonport here.
Unexpected, Danny Gunton just right out of nowhere. Can't put it past the star player to get off a great start like that. Goodness me.
Half a second she was just passing that one and just passed it straight into the bottom corner. And came in late into the box and there we go. 1-0 to Lonnie United. Big start here at Valley Road. This one, they're going to provide a stern test to anyone who plays in Lonnie United. You know, a bit of a disappointing loss last week against a very good North United side. 4-0. They'll be wanting to lick their wounds here and already shown that they can get on the scoreboard. Back underway, and it looks like they're trying to Devonport under pressure again. Eddie White will play it into Lucy Foot. Clerk, her clearance is just blocked off by White. And Devonport reply here straight away. McMullen. Foot. And away by to Clerk. Interestingly, she's sort of moved back into a centre-back position this season. Nicola Clark on the bench today. Sort of played a bit more of a bit-part role this season for Lonnie United. Sort of see Clark and James and Hill as the nailed centre-backs for Lonnie United. Clerk has made that position orange. There is Katie Hill. Moving their way through is Ray Sims. Out wide, and it's a loop ball dealt with by Lonnie United. Wiley's running onto it. Got space to cut it back. Goes low. It's blocked. Foot had a shot, but straight into the back of the Lonnie United defender. And did well. We'll try the pressure on him. Nolan's pass just gets cut out for Lonnie United.
Lonnie just trying to get on the break almost immediately. Now going long through Chug. Ran into the brick wall there of Georgia King. Put right back on the press. Devonport will now just reset. Long ball sent only into the range of the Clerk. Set that one out for a throw in. Running quick there by Fulton. Just couldn't keep it in on the second touch.
start early for United. Playing fairly deep with their wingers at the moment. So Smith coming back to help out and defend. And yeah, just a very similar team sheet to normal for Devonport, but they have a couple of little positional tweaks that they've had to make. Annabelle Wiley playing the right fullback at the moment, and EJ Sullivan on the bench. Louisa Owen has done a job there as well, so interesting to see whether that has any impact on the attacking sort of potency of Devonport, a little bit more of a defensive-minded play, you would say. And Whitney Knight, we'll see more of her as this game progresses. Trying to control it for Devonport now. They just want to get on the ball and calm things down. And put Launceston under pressure now. 1-2 to foot. Doesn't have anywhere to go. So it's defensive shake from Launceston United. 2 banks of 4 there. Well done. And that's what they'll need to do a lot of today.
The key is going to be the defensive structure. Katie Hill and de Klerk there in the 2 centre backs. Definitely going to be one of the factors to see if they can hold on today. Now coming through hard. Foot. Cross in. Sims. Likes to go pass back. Takes aim. It is just wide.
A little deflection off the Whitney Knight shot. Don't give her too much space to shoot. It's really the key this season. Her kind of ability to finish from any sort of range. It's very penchant to chip the keeper. And yeah, from that sort of range, you don't want to give her too many opportunities. So get away with that one, Launceston United.
Throw in taken long by Dickinson. Definitely one of the keys we've seen this year for Launceston United. Now to Klerk. Linking out with Smith. Press coming in very hard there from Sims.
2 players you'd normally associate playing different ends of the pitch, but definitely 2 talented young players who will hopefully be in the WSL for a long time to come. Smith and Ray Sims. As we said earlier, Smith doing a lot of defensive work, more so than you'd probably associate with a normal weekend for Lonnie United. Pushing the line up top, she's playing quite deep, and a good corner for Devonport here, so they'll try and answer back pretty swiftly. Whitney Knight to take. Bit of a chip ball, and expect better from player quality of Knight. Just get her eye in. Didn't have any curve on that at all, and just skewed out of play. United got Hill short, and they will take her. Go straight into Chelsea wing.
Looking lively early wing, high press.
She's a player that I think we want to utilise a lot more of. She doesn't always play every week for them. She does, just adds a little bit of extra physicality. I think her matched up with Abby White would be good too. Very tall, but equally technically gifted midfielders. Can't get out here, Lonnie United. Here's Knight with some nice feet. McMullen, just lump it in the box, and the Clerk will poke it away. All Devonport after the goal. A little bright stuff from Lonnie United. Now pressure's right on them.
Wiley throws it straight into Smith. Retains. Sends in the cross. Body does go down there, United, and has been given.
Referee just checking with the lines person on his near side. I don't think defending for almost 80 minutes, it's going to be a big task. So they want to make sure that they can still push forward a little bit here, United, but at the moment, very gritty stuff.
Especially away from home. Now Knight, just hugging that wing, waiting for the options to present. Nothing doing, elects to go back. Now McMullen, down the Knight, will be a throw in.
breaking up the play again here, United. Still no real possession. He will try and pick someone out here and scuffs their clearance a little bit. Grace Sims is right on the hammer of the ball, but this time Hill gets a better purchase. It's pressing with any sort of vigour here, United. Tanner Lennon obviously through the week has said we're going to be defending in a 4-4-2 and we don't want to overcommit players. See, just again, that 2 banks of 4 set up so well for United, and they've been able to double up on Lucy Foot. Wing will come away with it here. This is where they'll just want to be efficient. Gunton, goal scorer. Decent ball up forward. Willie Jones trying to chase it down. Marshalled off it by King, and Devonport will try and come away with it. Wing again. Goes for the cross in early. Looking for Smith at the back post. And away by King.
Coming in hard there was Grace Mims. Now Devonport right on the attack once again. Free ball from Capel. Can only get as far as Hill. Wing. Chug. Now sent long. Pile of buddies there coming through. Devonport now retained back through Wiley. Does have the room to move if she wants. Likes to go long. Only to the feet of the Clerk. They do recover though. Sims now. Just letting that touch get away from her. Did have the right idea to try cut inside. Nothing doing, unfortunately, getting away. But yes, this has been promising from Devonport. It's been the exact response you would expect, especially from a side that's been unbeaten this year. Only one draw.
Yeah, they just build and build the pressure. I think they've been trying to build on that style all year under Tom Ballantyne. Georgia King talked about it. Some of the interviews that she's done. Now it's a bit of a change up from how they've played in previous years. That's the best clearance at Mullen. They're able to handle it though. Straight back in. United. This space for Holly Jones to run into. And well done by Foot, who's tracking back.
Very well defended by Foot.
She's got a lot of energy. Uses it both ways. Probably been, along with Knight, I don't want to say the key player for Devonport this season, but certainly set up and scored a lot of important goals for them. And Devonport, again, so much space at the back, but United want to be in a good defensive shape again. But Devonport with a few numbers forward. Knight looking for a little through ball. Good touch from Sims. Uses her pace. Can she shoot? Excellent block by Katie Hill. As you expect from the veteran. Done a few of those in her time. Just get the young talent of Sims and raw pace, really. But excellent centre back covering from Hill. United just got caught out a little bit there of their really solid shape. Had just a little few too many players up high, and Georgia King, she'll play direct if it's on.
Very well executed there by Katie Hill. Turnover almost comes immediately from Coggins there. Will be a throw in. Wiley to take. Wiley low driven. Pell just trying to gain some ground there. Does have to switch play. Does so. Emmett now. Just trying to race through past Dickinson. Dickinson winning the battle. Katie Hill coming in as well. Did go down hard.
She's always in hard, Katie Hill. But danger not cleared. Interesting little cross across, and no one in the area though. Jones has come all the way back. The clearance is blocked by Wiley and out for a little goal kick for United. They'll take any sort of dead ball opportunity, I think, United. Any chance to just release this pressure they're under. Managed it pretty well. Katie Hill having to do a fair bit for them at the moment, though. They'll try and work it forward. Jones with a really good counter press. Right on top of her. Now Wiley And this is where all the space is for Devonport. So King's going to drive forward. Knight gets around one. Can she get around another? Goes to shoot, but blocked by Hill again. And the header is into space for Sims. Back in to Wiley.
It's risky play from Devonport.
Clerk will get away with it. She gets shoved on the way down. No foul. Poked inside. King's come forward and, just a bit of a post grazer. And I said, that's where the space is. Centre-backs walked all the way up to the top of the box. Said, I will do it myself, and almost did. It's a warning shot from the Devonport captain.
Not a bad curled shot there from King, just wide there.
And for a centre-back, she does get on the score sheet a lot. Normally from just the set piece.
Yes, as we've seen in previous weeks.
Can shoot from any range as well. Can United get out of this defensive shape? It is all Devonport at the moment.
Marlin. Just trying to retrieve now. King. Sent long. Now Capel coming up hard. Does have Sims in the middle. Straight into the hands there of Coggins.
Sorry, dangerous little ball there. Good run, and that's probably their best sort of opening that they've had, Devonport. Just, again, good play from Devonport keeper, right on it when she needed to be, but Sims was absolutely lurking in the area there.
I just love the long tactic from Dickinson, just long throw. Other clubs should definitely take note, because it does work.
Yeah, well, you've got to have the players to be able to do it, and she's obviously developed that over time. Always able to get a fair bit of territory for United. Free kick given away here, and King will stand over this one. Over near the construction site. Well away by Gunton, who's again come back to defend. Got everyone back defending Lonnie United. Just wonder whether they want to push a little bit higher at times just to make sure that they can get something going on the counter, but pretty comfortable even if they've got the lead, just to sit on that lead at the moment. Emmett. Played into King, who does get a bit of pressure from Holly Jones. And they do change it over. Emmett has to press hard there. And good from Chelsea Wing. It's a good ball up and just gets away from the striker. A bit of pressure just coming from this King. Just to do enough to put him off. But United, they can go direct and run through that middle. Looking like it can cause Devonport a couple of problems.
Probably now taken. King. Bidwell's trying to charge through there. Reset comes from Bidwell. Unmarked. Waiting for the options to present. Back to Wiley. Link up 1-2. Did do well initially. Has kept in. Sims. It's well defended there from Wing. Will be brought back. Much to the dismay there of Devonport. There was a bit of a hold of the jerseys there.
Fire up coming from the United bench. Fired up for this one, you can tell United, and I think just for their season, these are the sort of games that they've just got to want to be turning up for, these big ones. You know, they've been able to deal with the likes of Riverside and Taroona fairly comfortably. Had some decent sort of points and wins at times of the season. Haven't had any really big scalps, and I just think for their confidence, and that's a big shirt pull. Chug somehow not getting a slice of cheese for that one, but very obvious shirt pull. Maybe the ref just being lenient on the professional fouls at the moment.
Yes, definitely no mistake in that one.
It's yeah, this would give them, just as we towards the back end of the season. If they could upset Devonport, absolutely one of those wins you cherish from the season. But there's still a long way to go. That's a decent ball in. It's foot.
No, the flag has gone up.
And then Lonnie United giving a big clap to referees. Yeah, foot just straying offside. She did put it away. But Lonnie United just surviving by the skin of their teeth at the moment. How long is that going to go for?
That's very unlucky there. Mullen. Down to Bidwell. Right down to the wing again to Wiley. Sims now. Foot. Cleared away by Smith. Bidwell, bit of a risky pass there to King. Now Emmett. Kept in well by Capel. Will be a throw in. Emmett sends it long. Only as far as Hill. Once again booted right up the end of the field. A bit of an air swing there. Smith do recover. Taken up long now from King. Wiley now putting the press right on Fulton. Doing very well here, United. Wing. Shoved off hard there was Chug. Play does go on. Well executed through ball if they can get a hold of it. Sims just coming up hard there past to Clerk.
Clerk just putting that one behind for a corner. But that was a good play from Lonnie United. Able to get a few numbers forward on that occasion. And just as swiftly, Devonport on the counter-attack. They do just have that little bit of dynamicism when they're able to release Grace Sims. Just with her pace. De Klerk used her body well. And ended up just putting it out for a corner. She can be a dangerous proposition against this striker's side. Knight, who's been quite quiet in this opening 20 minutes. She'll play that in. Good for Abby White. Bouncing ball. Mullen will play it back. And slide in. Doesn't get a ball, but Capel, Bidwell, the block is up. Foot with space. Knight with space. She's got on the left, tries to just place it. Well blocked. And it's away. Lonnie United action stations defensively, and they would have just released the pressure just momentarily. Wiley combines with Foot, and her low cross is cut out by De Klerk. Sliding into Wiley though, and White tries to poke it into the danger area. And again, Lonnie United just getting away with things at the moment.
Foot takes throw in quick. Trying to find White. Now cleared. All the room coming through. Jones. Just trying to shove off Emmett there. Emmett winning the battle on that front. Now Wiley under equal pressure, this time from De Klerk. Get the feeling that the aggressive tempo is going to be what Launceston United are going to try maintain, especially going into the break.
Yep, they're just going to play it direct. They're going to try and play fast. Try to get Holly Jones on the break there. The namesake, Holly Emmett, able to recover well. She's been good for Devonport this season defensively, especially. Has just enough pace to kind of work back in those situations. And very tenacious, won't give up. Didn't give up on that occasion. But yeah, if they can get those isolated players again, Lonnie United, might be able to sneak another one here. And if they're 2-0 up, will really throw the cat amongst the pigeons. Bouncing ball in the middle as White and Wing collide. And was wondering where the free kick was. Answer is nowhere. And King will look for Capel, but play it out into the ongoing development at Valley Road. See over that side of the ground, there's just a bit of a patchy sort of grass area. Can't wait for it to be finished, to be honest. Very exciting developments here and down at Kingborough as well. We'll have to wait a little bit longer for the one up here at Valley Road.
Foot. Now sends a through ball. Headed away well there by Hill. Put right back on the rebound. Now down to Capel. She has been lively up that wing. Switch back to Knight. Knight switches on the play. Now coming through. Sims just wide.
That one with the outside of her boot. Catch it well at all. It was well taken down by Foot. Just gesting it down in the Sims direction. And probably the one element I just want to work on with Sims. She's got so much raw potential. A little bit of clinical finishing to add to her game as White tries to play Knight in. They'll cut out again. Dickinson with the tackle. Nice little poke through from Foot. Sims is there. Try and tee it back up for Foot. It's well marked, and the best clearance though. Fulton couldn't get away with Knight with a header! And pokes it over the top of the keeper. And she continues her goal-scoring form. This menacing Devonport strikers outfit knots the game back up at 1-1. Can't say it hasn't been coming. Had a little warning shot with the Sims miss just a minute ago. And Whitney Knight rising well and placing it over the other side of the goals. And they're in for quite the game, you feel, this afternoon at Valley Road.
Equally brilliant cross from the wing there, right into the head there of Knight. Fantastic equaliser. How will United respond? Fulton. Now linked up with Smith. Smith tries to send it in, can only get as far as King. Heaves it long. Headed away by the Clerk. Danger not yet cleared. Knight now with the switch. Capel. Back to Knight. Coming up hard is Emmett. Will be wayward.
Just looking for a similar action there with the cross in. That goal really came from Lonnie United just being pinned inside their own half, which they're doing again here. Emmett with a strong win, but she handled the ball in the process.
Step on, yeah, he's just closed down. Don't give him an out ball. They can't kick it, so step on.
Just listening into Tom Ballantyne there. He wants them to step up and press. So I think they've been doing that decently. Just cutting on to Lonnie United, trying to play direct, but not really getting enough depth on their clearances. Dickinson will go long this time. So it flicked on. Gunton chase it down. And out of play. So about half an hour gone here. 1-1. Fascinating contest so far. I have to say Devonport well on top in terms of possession and territory, but only, well, been trailing the game for most of it. And we're after match managers just having to do a bit of work over those new stands into the second ground at Valley Road.
It does look like it's going to be fantastic once it's done.
Some new stands, good change room.
Sent long by Dickinson. Headed away by White. Will be another throw-in.
This is the sort of area where Dickinson's long throws really make a difference. You can make it nearly all the way into the box, like that one.
Oh, that was not far off.
Devonport are prepared for it at the moment, though. It's one thing I think some teams don't read the book on Lonnie United. Just don't know how to deal with Dickinson, but they did well there through Emmett. And now the Clerk's under a lot of pressure from Sims. And does well enough just to win the throw.
Did very well to Clerk there. Sims and Capel just putting on that press right on the left and the right at the moment.
Dickinson trying to throw it up forward. And she'll clear it back up the line. Bit of a tough bouncing ball in the middle.
Oh, it does very well, linking through. Goes around one, gets around another. Knight takes aim. It's gone in!
What a shot from Whitney Knight. At the double. 2 goals in about 5 minutes. That one, a fantastic ripping shot into the top corner. Talked about it earlier. You can shoot from any range, and wow, it's a single her out as probably the key player in the whole league this season. And as Devonport looked like they might be vulnerable early in this game, Whitney Knight says, no, we'll take the lead. And now Launceston United got a bit of an uphill battle to fight here.
I think all 3 goals have taken us by surprise today.
Yeah, well, that one sort of came out of nowhere. And just when she gets that little bit of momentum up, you have to kind of get the body into her. She'll dribble around you and open up space. And nice, showing again just the class that she has on the ball.
Sent long by Dickinson. United looking for an immediate response if they can. Cleared away by Foot. Right into the heads there.
Fulton is copping one a little bit harsh, but she's all right, up and going again. You see that structure that Launceston United started with so well. It's very organised, 2 banks of 4. It's come apart a little bit here. It's all managed by Laura Fulton. She'll get it up the line. And out of play from Smith. It's the pressure that Devonport are putting United under. They're pressing very high up the pitch. Wiley, fullback, coming up to make an intervention there. Haven't been as clean, probably on the ball, as in previous weeks, the strikers. Wiley goes sliding in there. But in terms of the pressure they're putting United under, there's another example there from Bidwell. It's pretty much second to none. It will be Bidwell who will get it back to her captain.
What can King produce? Drifts down the midfield, right down the Capel region, but it will be wayward. For a throw in. Dickinson with the long one. Trying to find Smith. Can't gain the ground, unfortunately. It will be a throw in this time the way of Devonport. I wonder if Emmett's got a long throw in.
I think so. Not quite as long as Dickinson anyway, but effective throw nonetheless. And his foot's pass is cut out by wing. Gunton trying to launch it up forward. Gunton will bring it down. Now Lonnie United. They'll go very early. You have some players up forward, but just bounces around and runs Lucy Foot, and she'll launch it forward. Here's Whitney Knight again. She's on the run. She put on her right foot, goes with the left instead, and a little bit more scuffed on the weaker foot. This time doesn't find the top corner. But again, a warning shot. Get her on the run. It's likely to get a shot off on goal.
Capel does well to keep it in. Now White. Right down to Foot. Switched up very well. Now comes Wiley. Sends it in. Only as far there as Dickinson. United will now look for the break. It's very well defended. Do get the rebound though. Dickinson almost goes in the same position. We get a third stab at it. What can Wing produce? Charging hard. Coming into the defensive wall with Devonport. You can see the high press now coming from Launceston United, knowing that they do need to put the pedal to the metal if they're going to get back into this. Bidwell just under a bit of pressure there.
King just selling a magnificent bit of candy there. Been so calm, both King and Bidwell, throughout this game. Even conceding that early goal, that's a bit of a wild swing from Wiley. Yeah, Lonnie United haven't been able to get any traction through the midfield, really, aside from a couple of good Chelsea wing moments. That's a bit of a own goal in a way, but puts it straight into the path of Whitney Knight. And she makes it a hat-trick in 35 minutes for Devonport Strikers. Just a little pass deflected off a Lonnie United shirt and straight into the path of Whitney Knight. And you don't tell her twice to, well, miss those. She'll bury them, and she's done it again there. And I thought early in this game, Tanner, Lonnie United might be on for the upset, and it's progressively looking like that won't be the case.
Yes, certainly is. Great finish once again there by Knight. First up, hat-trick if you don't mind. Great work there by Devonport. Now cleared long King. Hands go up there from McMullen. Didn't want it to touch. Will be brought back. Bidwell with a lovely sell there.
He's been practicing the drop ball taking Devonport. But yeah, I almost feel like just trying to think of the momentum of the game. I mean, it has been high pressure stuff from Devonport, but really just coming down to just that little bit of extra class. And you can see how much that goes in WSL, and you just have a player who can settle the team down and who knows how to play in a variety of ways. The other teams, WSL, get a little bit one-paced and they just want to go forward all the time. Knight can do that, but she also knows when to slow it down and when to sort of dictate the tempo. And Devonport try and do that again here as Wiley goes around the outside, and it's well cut off again by Laura Fulton. And it will be another corner for Devonport. Knight won't be, unless she puts it straight in off the corner, won't be on the end of this one to make it 4. And she's teeing it up again. Delivery hasn't been as good as her goal scoring yet off the set piece. Go up and in, and it's a dangerous ball. That's a better one. It gets poked in by Foot, almost finds the back of the net, but goes off the post. It's another hairy moment for Lonnie United. Knight will play it back in.
Jeez, that could have been curtains early. Goodness me.
Yeah, 3-1's a menacing scoreline. 4-1's even worse. And they get away with that one. I think at this point, Lonnie United will just be happy to go in the sheds at halftime with this score and see if they can't reevaluate. Foot will play it in. It's a decent ball. Sims is in the area, but chopped off the foot of Hill. Capel almost falls for Knight. McMullen, it's on the right foot, shapes to shoot, catches it okay. Not directed far enough away from Coggins. Devonport ratcheting up the pressure here.
Smith. Very well there. Press just coming hard. And Jones having to reset now. You just see that shot count, 6 shots to 1. Devonport's favour.
One shot, one goal for Lonnie United. Really not had much else going forward apart from Penny Gumpton's early mark. Being able to play through a lot easier at Devonport. Spreading it nice and wide as well, really stretching that United defence. Wings having to do a lot of defensive work. Played to Hill. Straight back up the line. Ball would come forward and King says, put back in now, attacking favour. Capel and Knight combine and Hill will launch it high again.
Send high and long. Trying to find Gunton there. It's well cleared from King. Devonport now resets. Big well.
We creep together! We creep together!
Big well was happy to slow things down. Back to King. Emmett. Doing very well now is Knight. Commentator's curse right into the wall there of Dickinson. It hasn't been an uncharacteristic comeback from Devonport though, has it, Alex?
No. They've been, again, showing just that strength that they have across all positions on the park. And again, with the help of a bit of Whitney Knight magic, they have managed it quite well. I think as soon as that goal went in, they thought it's very early in this game. If it was 0-0 for a bit of a longer time, it maybe panic, but it's just so much time when it's in the first 5 minutes of the game. Just got to keep working hard, and that they have, as Coggins will take a bit of a challenging high ball. And we'll try and release here. Can't nick something before half-time, United. 50-50. Wiley got enough of the ball. Just want to see if they can't get ball to the feet of Danny Gunton again. Hasn't really touched the ball a lot since her opening strike. Whitney Knight trying to play a nice through ball in for Sims. Just getting behind heel, turns to Clerk. And to Clerk, it's evasive action. Gets it away in the end.
Got defended there by de Klerk and Dickinson.
Clerk and Hill have had a lot to do. Dickinson too. They've been all over the park for Lonnie United. A few of those last-ditched efforts.
Good hold up there, playing from McMullen. Foot. It's McMullen. Taken up long there by de Klerk. Will be a throw-in.
Just gone out of the game a little bit since that third goal went in. From both teams. Not pressing quite as much energy. And they probably don't need to quite as much either. Lonnie United just being able to get a real foothold in the game at all. Again, that strong defensive organisation started with sort of hasn't come together across the whole half. I think in terms of what they need to do to play out while they're playing on the break, maybe a little bit better of a plan about how they're going to go about progressing the ball forward. Sometimes it's just a bit hit and hope. This time they're trying to play through the middle. Dickinson get it through. Mullen trying to play some neat football in the middle there. King did well. They've had time to play it around as they wish. Probably count on one hand how many times Georgia King's actually had pressure. This time she goes longer, doesn't find any teammate, but again, still counter press. Holly Emmett's come forward and Knight gets robbed of it this time. Probably the first time she's been dispossessed all game. And chugs ball. A little bit of a half fumble from Bidwell. United again going forward when they don't have the numbers. McMullen locks that one easily.
And the foot race between Clerk, Sims. Clerk doing very well. Hold up play there. Will be a throw in. Has had a busy first half.
Yep, had her hands full with Sims and done pretty well on the striker herself, but yeah, they just haven't been able to manage Knight's kind of space exploration.
Wiley take. Taken quickly, foot. Good footwork to get around there, pun intended. To Dickinson. Taken up long there from Coggins. Just getting away there from Wiley. Good attack now coming through here. Jones linking up with Gunton. Now the switch comes back to Jones. Does go out.
Scoot off her foot. That was a bit of a better looking play in terms of the structure, Lonnie United. Didn't really have Gunton in the middle there for her, but again, probably on the weaker foot. Hard sort of half volley to cross. Just creeping towards half time here. Won't be too much added on, you'd imagine. And again, both teams just sort of waiting for this half-time whistle. Lonnie United need to regroup, and Devonport just happy just to conserve a little bit of energy. As I said, pre-game, 3 points will be big for Devonport. It means they might be able to win the league next week. It isn't over yet, and United will try and push forward. Montana Leonard at half-time will just have to reevaluate, figure out how many players they want to push forward and what sort of instructions they'll need to impact the game.
Good body-to-body work there from McMullen. Now coming up foot. No support presenting. Now has Wiley. Wiley low-driven cross. Cleared away once again. Bit of a knock coming down there from Jones. McMullen now retains. Calling for the option to present. Does get past Wiley, but coming up hard there is Sims. Shoved off well there. Jones just getting boxed in. Fulton equally the same. Good press there from Devonport.
Yeah, that was excellently done by Grace Sims. Well, Fulton sort of gave up on that one and thought, oh, the keeper's going to get there. But again, just showing that little bit of pace. And almost created a good opportunity for Devonport. They'll go again forward through Bidwell. And it is dangerous. Whitney Nice. Just so cool and calm on the ball. Be White, it's a nice raking through ball. Wiley goes forward and in. Makes the physical challenge and then slides in and gets it away. He's got a hard at it sort of player. She knocks out over there on that right hand side. The defenders. Shouldn't be too far away from the half-time whistle here. Eddie Hill will knock it forward, and there we are. That is half-time in this round 16 matchup in the WSL. Devonport are 3-1 up on Launceston United. 3 goals to Whitney Knight. It's been a masterclass in terms of finishing. 1 with her head and 2 excellently taken little finishes off her right foot. And Tanner, good first half of football. How do you see this next one playing out?
I think Launceston just need to go back to basics. Just put up that high press once again. Make Devonport make those defensive mistakes, and they might be able to break through on the counter. Fantastic play from strikers to get back into it through Knight. Wonderful hat-trick. Very interesting to see how they respond.
Yeah, we'll wonder if Lonnie United can get back into
Our
it.
McCafe blend isn't just barista
hopefully
crafted
you can
across
join
Australia.
us for that in
Our
just a few
beans
moments.
are also sourced from Kenya, Honduras, Ethiopia and Brazil, then roasted in Melbourne. Just another reason it's coffee fit. Our McCafe blend isn't just barista crafted across Australia. Our beans are also sourced from Kenya, Honduras, Ethiopia and Brazil, then roasted in Melbourne. Just another reason it's coffee fit for an Aussie.
Yeah, I'm looking into it. I don't know. It's plugged into the AC, but it can't be something compared. No. Just now. Hang on. The red light now. Yes. Can you see it now?
Just refresh the page, take a look at the load.
Right.
Nothing anything. That's what the start is going now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
just not like a weird angle or something for it to go in.
Yeah, no, it was further down the line. The valve it's Sussex, isn't it?
Okay.
Yep. Alright, thanks for that. Cheers, man.
Still good.
Welcome back to Valley Road for the second half of this round 16 matchup between Devonport Strikers and Launceston United. The 3-1 lead to Devonport as we're just about to resume hostilities. First half hat-trick to Whitney Knight. Really the main noteworthy piece of news out of the first half. It's been a fairly competitive game, one that Whitney United hit the lead early, looking okay defensively, and then Whitney United just said, we'll see about that. And the champions are really proving their mettle throughout this first half. We'll see if that remains in the second. My name's Alex Mummery. Joining alongside me after the second half is Tanner Code. And Tanner, really just been almost a one-woman show today with Whitney Knight scoring a hat-trick.
Yeah, without doubt. Fantastic hat-trick there from Knight. Gunton obviously with the early surprise goal, to be fair. Pass Hardy, but Devonport has done very well to fight back hard.
Yeah. Just wonder what Montana Leonard, the United coach, has said to her charges at halftime. It's going to opt for a slightly more attacking shape. Sitting in a bit of a 4-4-2, and Devonport, they want more of the same. More pressure, more goals, and I want to move one more step closer to this 2024 WSL title. 45 minutes more to play before they can do that. And London United did start hot in the first half, so they'll try and push forward off the kick-off, but it's cut off. Capel trying to get in behind, but Dickinson just mops it up. I think if they could have gone in halftime, maybe a goal down, United feel almost confident that they might be able to fashion a point from this contest, but potentially that last goal from Knight made that sort of mental battle a little bit harder. Wiley would play a ball in, away by Dickinson. Forward is Abby White. It's a nice little flick around the corner. Can Knight go for a fourth? She does try and shoot, but is blocked away. And Capel. Back up to the top of the box, and now United, can they get back on the counter?
Switch there from Jones. Now Gunton trying to find that support. Pass is out. United perhaps feeling that pressure early. Come back from the 2-goal deficit.
That's a bit of a, not really a complaint there from Holly Jones. It was just a little bit stiff on her for a second there. Didn't have much separation from the ball and just put her in behind. I'll exploit a few more situations where they might be able to win the ball up a little bit higher. As I said earlier in the game, King and Bidwell have had all the time in the world. Centre back. It's well cut out by Wing.
So versatile, Chelsea. Always with a high press. Just dribbles halfway down the field. Definitely one of those players to watch.
Just trying to see if she gets sore off the knock there, but no, all good. She does win a throw in here, and Laura Dickinson, this is the sort of range you want to taking these from. Have the best run up for her to work with. Launches it way into the box. Gunn gets a header onto it, and no one running off the flick on. And that's the sort of threat that Launceston United have, but they almost need to take a little bit more advantage of it, just because that's exactly what you want. Gunn flicking it on. Someone's got to be like right on the hammer there to finish it off. But there we go. You don't want to give throw-ins away to Lonnie United.
Definitely don't. And Knight, fantastic through ball now to Capel. Will be offside. Just missing her lines there. But we mentioned time and time again when it comes to Valley Road, teams have to take their chances against the strikers. We know just how powerful a side they are to play against, especially in their fortress of Valley Road. Have to take your chances, have to capitalise. Should have been someone that was there on that Gunson header just to get that tap in.
Yeah, at least making just a little bit more of a collective effort off that one. Haven't had too many shots on goal. You did see at half time that 10 shots to 1 in favour of Devonport. It's been a bit of a hard battle for them so far, United. They just caught Devonport sleeping in the first minutes of the game. Since then, Devonport have really come to life. It's a bit of a dangerous ball though. His wing. 2 Devonport players for company though. Beats one of them, but Knight steals the ball off her and tries to release Sims in behind. She's got Katie Hill for company, and it's well done by Coggins to come out and collect. Which was offside anyway, Sims. So well managed by the Lonnie United defence, and they'll get a free kick.
Taken quickly by de Klerk. It's well worked there by Fulton. Shug's taken off the ball there. Foot. Good reset down to Wiley. Good ball control. And the hat-trick hero Knight. White now. To Knight. Cheeky chip in. Capel now on the flank. Offside once again. Perhaps Launceston United have a bit of an offside trap coming at the moment. He's working.
Yeah, they're pushing high enough. There's a bit of responsibility on Sims and Capel there to stay on side. Especially on that last one. It was a nice little poke through from Sims. But yeah, well offside Daniel Capel. Just around the grounds today. South Hobart playing Taruna in a few hours. Assume that South Hobart will try and build on their win over Kingborough last week, and a big win there. They're really the main, well, only real chaser to Devonport. They've still got a fairly big gap on them, but South Hobart's game in hand. They might, if Devonport really go to pieces, they'll have an outside shot. But I think really, as we were saying earlier, Devonport, more about the unbeaten season than about anyone else in the league at the moment. Trying to build on this lead here.
Wiley did very well to cover there. We'll throw in. As you mentioned, Taruna, South Hobart's opponent. We understand that Jesse Williams has re-signed with Taruna, coming back in, the veteran striker. Definitely going to need her coming in towards the end of the season. Always good to see Jessie back in the round ball.
Yeah, well, she came back last season and put a bit of fire under Taruna towards the end of the season. They haven't had much luck this season. So we're hoping just to finish off strong and maybe chase down Milwaukee Knights, who are reasonably far ahead of them. But so should add a little bit more spice to their games for the rest of the season. just in a little bit of a holding pattern again. Had a very energetic sort of first half hour, especially after Launceston United went up and Devonport had to press to come back. But since the night goals, been just a little bit more cagey, a little bit less pressure coming from the strikers.
It's been better from United's last 7 minutes or so.
They've been able to play a little bit more through their midfield. Just Chug, one of those midfielders. Gets pushed off it though. Right, here's Knight on the run again. Drops it into Abby White, good turn. Plays it back to Knight. Does she have enough space to shoot on her left foot? And good power off. You can hear it cannon off the hoardings there at Valley Road. Not the direction needed. But again, she's running into space. And almost think it's Devonport. Is it worth doing a bit of an old school man mark as Abby White just cops one in the chest and gets winded? Absolutely hate copping those. And she's down just for a moment. Okay. Needed a little moment just to catch her breath. Some lovely sounds of Valley Road surrounds.
Drop ball once again. Quickly, Knight trying to switch in to the hands of Coggins.
Ominous, she's probably had about more than half of Devonport's shots so far today. Wouldn't put it past her banging in 4 or 5 the way she's going. Well, pass left foot opportunity. She fought it pretty well. And that one not up to the standard of some of her other finishing today. Still finding space. Before, I just think that get a sort of AFL tag going and just say, someone run with Knight. Don't let her get the ball. She's able to just find these pockets of space when Wing has to make these sorts of interventions. She does well to poke it through to Gunton though. She'll go early. Rose is up there. Doesn't fall for Lucy Smith. Trickle away for a throw. I don't think Dickinson will run over there to take it from that side of the field. That's probably not a bad option if she does. It does look like Fulton will take. Chug trying to hook it to Jones' direction. And they just release Sims forward again. Katie Hill in pursuit. Sims turning his foot. Doesn't want to shoot, didn't have momentum. Mullen will though. Poke it over the top and always finds the top corner. Her left foot. The most powerful shooter, Louise McMullen, but it's a sort of ball that you might be able to find the back of the net with. United will set up short again. Coggins will go long though. And come in. We'll get out here. They're starting to play out a little bit better from the back with United. This is the part where they're just struggling a little bit now. If they can get just a bit better connection between their midfields and their forwards, maybe they can fashion opportunity. It's not the best ball from Wing. Chug will find a teammate. Back up, Smith direction. It's Jones and Gunton. And away by King. No nonsense. And the centre back. And that will be hook in from foot tonight. And she'll poke it away nicely in the Abby White direction.
Sent long by White. Capel, equally the same. Trying to find Sims. Well defended there by United. Gunton Sent up long, but running into the range once again. King just seem to be rushing the plays a bit too much. United building that possession. Just need to get on the finishing target. It just comes to the completion of their passes. Just see a bit of frustration there from Katie Hill.
Yeah, they're starting to play out a little bit better. I do wonder whether Lonnie United might just go for substitution soon. They got Adelaide Otto on the bench, who scored last week and has been absolute super sub for them. It does look like they are making some changes now. Wing coming off as well as Fulton. See Danny Gunton walking towards the back line. Should be playing in that midfield position. Looks like Nicola Clark coming on. So she'll play centre back. So and Otto has come on. That's probably the right sort of attacking move that they'll need from their coach, Montana Leonard. I feel like Gunton is playing left back at the moment. I'm not totally sure about that decision. Clark playing centre back is fine. They'll throw De Klerk into the midfield. Capel gets some space. She crosses and it's ahead of Gunton. So maybe I'm wrong. It's a good defensive intervention there. It will be a corner for Devonport here.
Will be a corner taken by Knight. Sent in just off the top of the crossbar there.
Yeah, done pretty much everything else well today. Corners haven't been absolutely dead-eye accurate. And a little substitution here. Just waiting for the ball. News of that. And let's see who's come on. We'll have the men's matchup of Devonport versus Lonnie United this afternoon. One getting underway at 4:30 for the under-21s. Expect the Strikers to a fairly big win in that one, although United early in the season, I think there was a big wind at Birch Avenue for that game. Challenging, it was a 4-goal comeback or something like that. And side Kingborough and Milwaukee Knights and Launceston City to round out today's action in the NPL. We'll be on the call for that one later. And South Hobart Clarence tomorrow, which could be a bit of a good game. I might try and make my way down there for that one at Darcy Street. In the meantime, Launceston United will be pushing to get back into this game. Laura Dickinson push it forward. The longest there, absolutely launched that one forward. Montana Leonard trying to G up United players. Again, they have just maybe just gone off the boil a little bit. Doesn't feel like they have been as competitive as they were in that first half hour. From a coach who's trying to bring that level up again.
Just letting that one get away from her there. Capel. Right back down to Dickinson. Bidwell just under a bit of pressure there. Coming out was Hardy. Taylor Crumbs. King. To Capel. Lovely run there from White. As far as Hill, Chug just comes down there.
It's got a little bit chopped. Chug. Again, just while these changes bed in, take a little bit of a lull in the game. Definitely hasn't been as kind of aggressive in the second half from Devonport. Again, when you're 3-1 up, you don't necessarily need to be. I just wonder if Valentine won't want to. It's just to finish off. A little bit more intensity in the game.
Hill takes throw quickly. Just being kept in there from Dickinson. Right back to a trademark. Long throw. And as far as Emmett. Hell now joining in. Well worked there by Knight. Switch from foot. Now back to McMullen. Just getting away there. Coming for his Knight once again. To White. King now gaining a bit of ground. Foot just can't get past the clerk there. Devonport now looking dangerous. Wiley, Knight. Now coming through, King. Only just kept in. Shows that danger Devonport do have.
Tried to squeeze that one on the outside of the boot, Georgia King. A few little marauding runs forward. They've been effective, to be honest. Otto tries to get around Emmett. She gets chopped down. Hoping that might be a little bit of a spark plug in this last half an hour of the game. So it's a bit of a dangerous free kick. Chug gets straight under the hammer by Knight. Holds onto the ball, but did just go out of play. Free kick maybe in the end. Fair enough. A bit of an out of control slide tackle. Didn't get any player or the ball, but definitely not a safe challenge as Otto tries to press White, but she'll just push it to Lee McMullen. And go back out wide, and Devonport very happy to hold on possession at the moment.
King now calling for the cry to go up long. Well worked there from Emmett. Looking back up with Capel. Just happy to reset things now. King. Did well, just trying to gain some ground. Happy for the options to present. Reset the play once again. King. No rush. Mullen now. White's trying to get through. Well defended there from Otto. He's inviting the press coming from United. Devonport just happy to slow things down. King with the switch right back to Emmett. Devonport's trying to find that break. Have they found it? Capel linked up well. Through ball. Now over the head. Sims. Lovely footwork. Can't get finishing touch. No pass on that front. Now coming up to Chug. Brick wall there of White. Right back to Capel. Cleared away well by Dickinson.
Nice direct play again from Devonport. Really set that one up with just some slow passing, and then they went quick. Always an effective sort of option, just playing it nice and short around the back and then looking to go fast. And Sims almost found her way in there. Bonnie United holding strong in the second half. Again, they can't get any momentum through this midfield at all. White, defensive beast in there at the moment. Long throw. And then Otto can't handle it. And McMullen and White setting up Whitney Knight. King. Or foot. Knight's trying to poke it through. And again, Hoggins mopping up, but United just energy. It's all been sapped from just the amount of defending they've had to do, and they just can't push forward at all at the moment. Clerk. Otto. He's got Emmett for company. He's just been doing that all day.
Well worked there by Emmett. United on the break though. Now coming through. It's Jones. Press still coming here from Smith. King does well. Sutherland just letting that one get away from her there. Smith. No options really presenting. Sutherland win the battle on that front. Will be another substitution.
Chug making her way off as well as Hill. Been a bit in and out over the last month or so. Maybe just nursing a little injury. Looks like Amelia Wing coming on, as well as Ava Farquhar. Farquhar coming into that midfield spot.
Interesting choice to take off the captain.
Yeah,
Hill.
As I was saying before, I think Hill's been a little bit in and out over the last month in terms of her fitness and availability. But yeah, maybe just for Lonnie United, also looking a little bit towards the future this season after being a really good side over the last probably 3 or 4 years. Some of that in the Northern Championship, but yeah, even last year, a really quality team. And just trying to bring that through that little bit of the next generation with this last probably 4 or 5 rounds in WSL. But they're not out of the game yet. Does sort of feel like that in terms of the tempo, but still time to get something out of this one. So what Montana Leonard is cooking up on the sideline for Lonnie United.
Now Emmett with the switch. King
Challenge the line, Grace.
having to take it long. Now coming up is Sims.
Cut it, Grace.
All to
cut
bring
it.
the burn. Takes aim only into the hands there of Coggins. You mentioned how it's been a bit of an up and down time for Launceston United last couple of seasons. Haven't quite struck the form they had. They had their imports, Elena Lamont and Alexis Mitchell as well. Has been a bit of a rebuild last couple of years. A slip there for Capel into the turf there at Valley Road.
Yeah, it can be just a double-edged sort of, I wouldn't say relying on imports, but if they are important players, not always going to be here for the long haul. It can be a little bit up and down, so they can provide a lot to your team. You can mean you win a league, but 2-3 years down the line, it can be a little bit harder just to maintain sort of that level. I always want to see quality players throughout both leagues in Tasmania. It's exciting when they come through at different clubs. Again, United, still one of the solid teams in the WSL. Probably, yeah, as I said, even just towards last season, maybe a little bit more disappointing the previous years. Coggins will collect it and try and launch it forward again.
Press there from Matthews also coming up hard.
So it just does feel like there's no stopping this Devonport steam train at the moment this season. The moment, probably earlier on in the season, they drew with Knights here at Valley Road and then played South Hobart at Darcy Street. Didn't play exceptionally well, but they just had the best game plan and beat South Hobart 3-0. And since then, it's all the confidence in the world. Good injury time, well, win against, sorry, not injury time, extra time win in the Cup final against Kingborough. Probably the game of the season in terms of women's football in Tasmania this year. So they've had a few little hairy moments, but for the most part, it's been clinical, in cruise control. They've Devonport strikers. He's got 15 minutes, this one, to do a bit more of that.
Sent up long there by Emmett. Matthews just with a bit of hands there. Wing sends it right to her namesake, right to the wing, but unfortunately it does go out.
Best free kick forward. Again, that's probably just a signifier of how difficult Launceston United have had it, really, for the rest of the game. They're able to build through that midfield and Port's defensive structure just a level above. So score check over at Riverside, 10-0 to Kingborough at the moment. A bit of a struggle of a season for the young Riverside team. Had a couple of good little moments and a couple of good little games, but good hard work for them, and Devonport will have them up next. They'll have a bye and then they'll have Riverside. So without really ticking that one off, you'd assume that will be another win for Devonport, and with that they'll be close to taking the title by then.
Goodness me, 10-0.
Yeah, can't wait to tune into the highlights of that. Imagine the likes of Laura Davis has had a bit of a day out. I think after a bit of a tough loss against their rival South Hobart last week, Kingborough wanting to right a few wrongs, maybe let off a bit of steam after that game. Devonport again controlling things well.
It's happy to slow things down, just provide that press. Make United just a bit more tired.
Yep.
It's certainly working.
I think they just know they can control things, and King will have to get it forward in the end.
Matthews now trying to link up there with Knight. Sent up long by Coggins. Coming into McMullen. Bidwell. Straight into the Clerk. Perhaps under a bit of pressure. Let's let that one go out to the sideline.
Yeah, it's been a little bit sloppy from United in the second half. Just haven't quite had the fluency that needed, and Devonport are showing they can control the tempo. Like Bidwell almost puts King under the gun there. King doing enough to get it up tonight. And she'll knock it forward. Gemma Matthews on the left foot. He's shaping to shoot there and can catch it. But yeah, I think that's the main difference that I've sort of felt this season compared to even South Hobart, who are still a great side in the WSL, is just that change of pace that Devonport have. They can play defensively, they can play with the ball, slow it down, play in possession like they're doing now, or they can come and attack you, they can press you. And when you do all of those things, you're going to be hard to beat. They haven't been beaten yet this season, so definitely hard work out there for them.
Yeah, just letting that one get away from her there. Rowan taken quickly by Emmett. Well pressed there from Sims. Right back through. Knights has got her fourth.
Just streaming through the middle there. Physicality of challenge just wasn't there. Keeper didn't come out far enough, and that's the easiest finish that Whitney Knights had today. And fourth goal for the Strikers superstar. And almost a non-celebration from Devonport here. Almost expected, and you can see just one of United heads have dropped, haven't been as organised in the second half. And that will be that for Launceston United's hopes in this game. See, sat there, 9 shots on target to 1. That one just Just an easy little pass under the keeper. And United just haven't had the energy in the second half, and I think that goal kind of sums that up. It just wasn't enough of energy and want to track. Nice. And she's going to make you pay. Now Devonport will just see if they can keep going in this last 10 minutes. There's some other players on the team who wouldn't mind a goal. I want teammate hogging all the limelight.
Build-up play there from Holly Emmett. Charging up the field as she has so much, especially the second half.
I think that's a really good sign for Devonport generally, is they've just been able to blend their youth and experience really well. Likes of Foot and King have had great seasons, but a few other players, young players like Sullivan, like Emmett, coming through. Maybe White, still under 20. She's been a revelation this season. Yeah, they've just got that great mix, and assume they'll at least be competitive next year, if not outright favourites. Maybe hinging on whether Whitney Knight sticks around or not. But they're definitely not a one-person team, even though she has scored 4 goals today. Maybe you could make the argument today, but controlled things well. Bidwell will push it forward. Foot.
Lovely switch there from Foot, just on the outside the boot. Sims. Now Matthews takes aim. Ooh, just off the crossbar.
Just a bit over. There's a shipping container in the back there. 10 minutes to go in this one. Sting's been out of this one just for a little while. So it just will be a matter of how high the scorebook ends up. Maybe sums up Lonnie United's season in a way, this game. Haven't really found anything to really get going, and it's a bit of a challenging ball. It's not judged well. Sims, he's up, Foot at the top of the box. She shoots, but is always falling down. Find the back of the net on that occasion, but still, if you make a mistake, they're going to be right on your hammer, Devonport.
McMullen now. Foot to McMullen. Sent up long there from Emmett. He's inviting that press. Sims. Now Sullivan trying to burn up that wing. Well defended there. Sullivan coming in hard. Can only get as far there. Dickinson. Now Otto. Just no attacking play presenting United at the moment. King with the switch. White. Emmett. Low driven. Matthews with the switch.
Bit of a boggy ball in the middle there. Sims will come away with it. Ava Farquhar trying to close down. She can't. Whitney Knight again showing the class. It's good control from Matthews. She's offside. Lonnie United will get a brief reprieve here. And as I was saying earlier, Lonnie Knight's breathing right down the necks of Lonnie United on the table for 4th spot. I'm a fan of how Avicii Bologna has gone about it this season with his team. Some great young players on their side. Probably wouldn't bet against them finishing above Lonnie United, especially after, it was last week or the week before, they've gone up to Birch Avenue and scored a big win over United. This is always going to be a tough game. Kimbra came up here a couple of weeks ago and lost 4-0, so definitely no disgrace in the loss against Devonport. But they want to remain vigilant throughout the rest of the season on their run home. Make sure that they're sort of carving out that spot alongside Kingboro's third or fourth best team in the state at the moment. Won't drop off too much further with the way Unites are building wins at the moment.
Absolutely wonderful opening season from the North Knights. Inaugural year in the WSL, and some fantastic results. Now Matthews. Knight trying to get down there.
Just eludes Knight this time. About 5 minutes to go in this one. I think for Lonnie United, they just want to try and get a consolation goal if they can, but they're struggling to get it out of their own half at the moment. Devonport very happy just not to let them have the ball at all. He launches that one in the Sullivan direction. Gets a decent ball in. Matthews was just, sorry, Smith was just a little bit languid in going after that one. Right, running into the front post. You've got your name on the score sheet. See Lucy Foot just warming down.
Currently will be taken by Dickinson. She get a long one into the box.
Ahead of all of them. Bit of a dangerous one though. Sullivan, I thought she almost handled that one. Hardy comes out and grabs it. Only thing she's really had to do today. Again, Dickinson's chaos ball, if they're a bit more organised around it, I just think, geez, that's a weapon that they need to utilise a little bit more of. But, she's thrown a couple of good ones in today. That one was probably the best of them. There you go, Lonnie United. Otto. Big challenge flying in there from Bidwell. She's hurt. Referee says play on. Gunton. White with the challenge. And Smith. Devonport making a challenge. And now Abby White just progressing the ball up and away. Dickinson will get it out of play. That's a good challenge. Recycle for Devonport again.
Emmett now. Trying to drive, can only get as far as Dickinson. Farquhar. Trying to find the switch there to Otto. Does get away. And then throw in for Devonport. Emmett. Low driven to White. Now King. Back to Emmett. Play there for Matthews. And into the Clerk. Just seeing Hardy there, happy to roll that one right into her hands.
Comfy old day for Sam Hardy. Devonport goals. Starting to get a bit more involved now, right at the death. Mullen, really no pressure at all. It's a training drill for Devonport at the moment. United have just lost all sort of steam, been chasing the ball all second half. Yeah, just very nicely done by Devonport. Just playing around in a triangle. It's the sort of performance you'd want to see. That's not the best pass though from Emmett. Now Otto.
So holding up the play very well, and then just turnover immediately happens.
Yeah. As a coach, she's at the end of the game, you're like, it's beautiful game management, and they've just given it away a little bit there. But Hardy says, all right, let's stop stuffing around with it, and we'll get it up forward. Go into Whitney Knight. Get blocked away and out of play.
Low driven throw into Knight. White was just coming in hard there. Has gained the free kick. Taken quickly by Emmett. Bidwell. King. Trying to find the options on the wing. Does so. Matthews. Knight. Can she get a fifth? Wouldn't put it past him. That opportunity is wayward.
Little bit sliced away from Whitney Knight. It's a pretty calm old game for her today.
Ooh, bit of an elbow there. Coming from White.
And Georgia King will take this one. This is on the line of her range, I'd say. She might want to have a go from here. Oh, it looks like it's been brought back a little bit.
Not even commentator's curse, just had to bring it back.
Yep, just sort of thing that Georgia King might want to have a go for, though. It's late in the game. It's pretty good from a dead ball generally. And from long range in particular. She does have a go. It's not that bad. It does skim past the upright. Doesn't find the back of the net, but not too far away from Georgia King. I think Coggins had that one covered pretty well, though. There's a bit of a dangerous ball straight up the guts. Clerk carried off it. Sat down back for Knight. Bouncy feet again. Shapes to shoot. Hits well! And just past the upright. One. Very close to a fifth goal for Whitney Knight. That would have put the absolute cherry on top of that performance for her. Still a pretty good little angle that she worked. And caught it well. Not to be for the Devonport strikers.
It's Matthews now. White. It's King. Now Emmett. King with the switch. Now Emmett inviting that press there from Otto. That's very well. Has been one of the standout players today, Holly Emmett. And here, there and everywhere. Dickinson now.
A big challenge from Emmett. That's the sort of stuff that she just relishes. He has a little bit of work to do just on that passing out at times. Not all the time, but that is why she's in the team. You can't get past her easily at all. Really strong defending. There's Dickinson with another big throw. Chopped away by Bidwell. And Emmett gets rid of it. Into added time now. Heading towards a comfortable 4-1 win for Devonport. They inch one step closer to the WSL title. Big double. Still got a few games to play if they want to make it unbeaten, though. So that will be the big target for them. United just want to get a goal just to make themselves feel better on the drive home. It's not a bad ball in. Gets put away behind by King.
Will be taken by Smith. Does a Farquhar short if she doesn't want it. Just to send it in. Head the way there by King. Gets a second shot at it. This time right into Bidwell. The third shot at it. This time off Matthews. Taken quickly. Does go the short option. Now Farquhar goes low. Cleared away by Matthews. Air swing there. Coming from White. Now Otto. De Klerk now pushed up the field. Coming up hard there. It's Harvey. Matthews has been driven right into the dirt there. Sullivan, rather. Ryan Smith. Smith linking up. And that will be that.
The final whistle at Valley Road with Devonport Strikers running out 4-1 victors. It's been a clinical performance, especially by Whitney Knight with 4 goals. Lonnie United had a bit of a sniff in this one though in the first half. Danny Gunton on the board in the second minute. And for about half an hour there, I thought, geez, Devonport might cop a loss here, but they just come back well and they absolutely dominated that second half. Really controlled the ball well and worked towards it well. So they move ever closer to that elusive undefeated season and also, well, the title, which could be knotted up in 2 weeks' time against Riverside. So they will be very happy with that. And yeah, just a clinical performance all around, Tanner.
Yeah, absolutely dominant from Devonport. Didn't look back when they conceded from that early goal there from Gunton, but no, fair play to them. They did very well. Knight, 4 goals if you don't mind. Just overall, they're just attacking play and their possession was just second to none. Did invite a bit of pressure coming from United, but they used that to their advantage and they slowed down the tempos coming from them.
Yep. Lonnie United couldn't really get out of second gear in that second half. So unfortunately for them, they eat another loss, and for them it's been a bit of an up and down season. So we'll see where that goes for them. But plenty more football to come. A WSL game following us, and then also Glenorchy versus Launceston City tonight. We'll be on the call for that one from KG5, so hope to see you there. But for us, for now, I'm Alex Mummery alongside Tanner Code. We'll see you next time.
Good afternoon, everyone, and a big welcome to Valley Road. Thanks very much to the WSL girls. Great game, fantastic result for Devonport. Not this year, but next year, hopefully we get there. So you guys well running in. Also, and he'd like to say thanks to both teams and good luck, and we'll see you again next year. Thank you.
Firstly, I'd just like to thank Richard and Forward for sponsoring us and as their major sponsor. Thank you, Launceston. Sorry, it's going against you guys. Been a slow start for us, but we've been working really hard this year. It's definitely improving on the field, so we should be very proud of ourselves.
Thanks very much, Georgia, and enjoy the rest of the day, everyone. Thank you.
The runs in beyond were loads better, but the runs from the next line stopped them a little bit. We stopped them to make that spatial run to get that big stretch that we spoke about. But overall, it was a lot better. And then the last bit that I'll talk about is just the ability to change speed or our handling speed. By that I meant like right at the end it was a really good one where Holly, for example, Holly had the ball, we played out one way, came back, played into the middle, played out. That ball then needs to be identified. We switch that ball quickly rather than we take another 2 touches. We just close the space. We did the right thing. Georgia, Harry, took the ball, drew them right, and then we were able to switch. Then we just make sure we manage that time. Once we see them come in, get compacted in, draw them where we want them, move it quickly to the next side, and then play again. Manage that speed again. Yeah, well done again, though, guys. Right, next Monday we have nothing nice. Tuesday we're in, it's 11v11 in our conditioning cycle, so it's going to be a bit more of a